Some of you might remember a show I used to do a couple of years ago called Game Jams, and if you do, I'm so sorry. I'm joking, of course, but basically, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, I've decided to resurrect the general premise of the show and give it a major overhaul. So get ready for some more great video game remixes on the way, timely gaming news, or at least as timely as several months of editing can afford, and of course, my lovely new co-host, Melissa.
Hello.
Is that all you have to say?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it?
My job's done. See ya.
Yeah. The remix you just heard was Not Tomorrow, Metal on Guitar, Lisa's Death, and it's a remix from Silent Hill, and it was played by the wonderful Daniel Tidwell. Now, Melissa.
Yeah?
We have some wonderful news in relation to Silent Hill, because just recently, Sony had released a demo called PT on their online service, and when people were done playing through with it, at the very end, it was revealed that it's a new Silent Hill game, presented by Guillermo...
Giggity.
Giggity del Toro. Guillermo del Toro and Hideo Kojima. Man, I am looking forward to this thing.
This is going to be great. This is a great episode so far.
No, I don't mean the episode. I mean PT. I mean Silent Hills.
Okay. Oh, I know. It's looking pretty promising, actually. I mean, even now, when I first showed it to my husband, he thought that they were going to be making another Silent Hill movie. I really hope that they don't.
Oh, God, no, please. Not after Revelations.
But, yeah, the graphics were that good. PT means playable trailer.
Yeah.
Or playable teaser, whatever you want to call it. And it was just basically showing what there is to expect in this new Silent Hills game.
Yeah, and essentially what you do is, you play as this guy who walks through what I assume is his house. The radio is playing in the background, and it details a grisly murder. Mother and children are killed. Immediately, you would probably suspect that this guy did it. So he keeps walking through his home. As soon as he exits that last door, he goes through a loop. He walks through the same place over and over again, but everything gets a lot creepier and a lot weirder.
Oh, I know, especially that one part where things suddenly shift and the hallway turns red.
Oh, God.
I love that bit with the eyeballs and the teeth and everything like that, because I know a lot of people are, have their own theories of the other world, which I...
You mean the nightmare world in Silent Hill?
Yeah, the nightmare... Whatever you want to call it. It's not another dimension, I can tell you that.
Oh, really?
But, yeah, it's actually all taking place in reality,
How do you figure?
Well, the thing is that, there really is no other dimension, because everything, like I said, everything is taking place in reality.
Right.
Because the people around you don't see what you see. Silent Hill 2, for example... James is seeing all the stuff, but Laura, as an innocent, she sees nothing.
Right. What you're saying is that it's in their head.
Yeah, it's all in their head. They see what others don't see.
With PT, then, so when everything goes absolutely crazy, it's not him entering, near the end of the demo, it alludes to hell, but he's actually trapped in his own mind.
Yeah, pretty much. Because, like I said, Silent Hill 2 is a prime example of that. Actually, the nurses were supposed to represent his sexual frustration.
Oh, right. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, because he'd show up, to the hospital to visit Mary,
right.
And then you got all these nurses wearing these kinky little outfits. Well, not kinky little outfits, but, it sparks the it sparks the inspiration for that.
Boobies!
Boobies! Boobaroos.
Yeah, and I could see that. And really, through PT, what makes this really look interesting is that you are taking a sort of deep dive into this guy's brain, and it stays true to the original games because it's disturbing. So you see all the eyes in the walls, but you also see like a crying baby in the sink.
Yeah, keep Claudia away from that. She might eat it.
Oh, God. I see your reference there. No eating babies on this show, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, but coming from that perspective, all this is in this guy's head. This game looks really promising just in general, because it definitely has the crippling atmosphere that the previous games had, like Silent Hill 3 or 1.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to say that it reminds me a bit like Silent Hill 4. Now, I know it's not everyone's favorite. I still think that Silent Hill 2 and 3 were like the prime examples. They were the best of the series.
Right.
But personally for me, Silent Hill 4 was more appealing to me because I'm afraid of ghosts, okay?
Yeah.
I am terrified of ghosts, and unfortunately, I also believe in them, so that doesn't make things any better for me.
Oh, right, right. I mean, you got to be careful. There's one right behind you right now.
Oh, please don't do that. And
But Silent Hill 4 is not my favorite, honestly.
yeah, I know. Like I said, it's not everyone's favorite.
I don't know. I don't think the ghost angle really works. I'm not saying that it's not scary in PT, but it kind of turned me off a little bit when I saw this ghost like twitching and going crazy ooga booga and then getting right up into your face, because that sort of bleeds in from other modern horror games.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's why I think that Silent Hill 1 and 3 are genuinely disturbing. Just like I think that PT is genuinely disturbing, because the atmosphere is dark and crushing and you have no idea what's lurking on the other side of the room.
I know, especially around the corner. My concern is that the thing is, jump scares are the easiest way to get a scare out of a person.
Right.
You know, it's like if you really don't want to try hard, just do a quick jump scare.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid that Silent Hills might do nothing but that.
Yeah.
Just do nothing but jump scares to, scare the people. And I really hope they don't do that. I hope that they mainly rely on the atmosphere,
Yeah.
like Silent Hill 2 and 3 did.
Yeah, that is a concern of mine as well. I mean, it's because atmosphere is ultimately what made the first Silent Hill game special, and when you start having jump scares thrown into the mix, it feels more like the movies instead of the games, or it feels like the newer games as opposed to the older ones. So I guess in a lot of ways then, PT, or Silent Hills, sorry, I keep calling it PT, is kind of like Silent Hills 1 through 3. You know, they're sort of harkening back to that time.
Which I'm really excited for, because, like you said, Silent Hill 1 and 3 are basically like... Silent Hill 1 was the start of it,
Right.
and Silent Hill 3 was the peak.
I think that's a wonderful way to put it, too. And I think with Silent Hill 1, I think what made that game so scary is because of the low-resolution graphics. And I think that played true with Silent Hills 2 and 3, which is why the HD remakes just were set to fail. More on that later.
Definitely. I'm going to say I am cautiously optimistic about it, because things are looking good so far. But at this point, thanks to Tom Hewlett,
Oh, God.
I'm going...
Don't mention that guy's name, please, please.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
No, in all honesty, after seeing the work that the original Team Silent did, and after seeing the work that's come afterwards, I have high hopes for this game. But you're right, I'm cautiously optimistic as well, because what we've seen so far is a demo.
All right, well, I'm just going to have to say this. I am going to rent the game first.
Right.
And play
That's a great idea.
Before buying it, because the mistake with the other quote-unquote newer Silent Hill games is that everyone expected so much and they bought it.
Right.
And that fed Tom Hewitt's ego
Right.
to make more of these awful games.
Yeah, I think I knew someone in college who bought an Xbox just for Homecoming.
Oh, no!
Yeah, that's a terrible choice, isn't it?
Well, the thing is that I think Silent Hills is going to be coming out for the PS4.
Right. That's a shame.
Yeah, it's a heartbreak for me. It's like, well, great, there's like one game, coming out for the PS4 that I want.
Well, dude.
But it's not going to be enough for me to actually go out and buy a PS4.
No, I mean, I think with its recent track record, I just don't think Silent Hill is a system seller. So if you have it out for the PS4, then, I mean, I don't know what that's going to do for the game. But you know what? On a lighter note, I have another remix here that may lift your spirits after Silent Hill.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my spirits were never down about Silent Hill in the first place. The newer ones, yes. But cheer me up after Silent Hill Downpour. Do you have a remix that can cheer me up?
Well, I have a remix that can lift your spirits. It's called Somebody Set Up Us the Ba-Bomb. It's from Super Mario 64 and is created by the ever-awesome Theory of N.
I really like that song. It actually got a nice beat to it.
Dude, I know.
I mean, I know it's not Silent Hill related, but it's actually still a pretty good song. That's a song you could just stroll to.
You know what?
On a nice sunny day.
I've actually been doing that recently. I'm not gonna lie.
Have you?
Yeah, but you know what? Not only that, but I think it's also a pretty good segue into our next point of discussion. Because guess what? We're gonna do something that every other hack on the internet does and read some news. Yay!
I don't want to read news.
Well,
news is boring.
I mean,
let's play another remix. Oh, okay, wait, we can't.
No, we can't. That comes later. So,
all right, what's going on today?
Well, I mean, I dug this really interesting piece of news up. I mean, especially in light of some of our older episodes of the CCS podcast. You know, we were discussing about how Nintendo could do better because it was sort of doing abysmally.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, in
was.
2013 and 2012, its sales were just low. The Wii U has actually been selling really well, at least a lot more than the Xbox One has, because the Wii U has sold around 7 million units in its entire lifetime.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that...
Finally, my goodness. Well, I guess all it took was for, a console even worse to come along. Make the Wii U look good. Well, the Wii U's actually been out for some time now, and that means there's actually going to be more original games coming out.
Yeah, and I mean, just to set some context, Nintendo is actually in second place amongst those big three, and yeah, that is because more original games are coming out.
Yeah, what's the name of that one painting game? I keep
Oh man, Splatoon. Yeah.
Splatoon. Yeah, not everybody knows this, but Splatoon was actually supposed to be like another Mario game, like Mario Sunshine or something like that.
Dude, seriously? Like, so basically, Super Mario Sunshine 2.
Yeah, basically, but no, during development, they decided to make it its own original content, which is a great idea, because I'm not sure about you, but I'm really getting tired of Mario games.
You know what? That is true. I mean, look, just as a disclaimer, I have a Wii U. Okay. I've had it since, like, Christmas of 2013, and I've been playing a lot of games on it. I think people are getting tired of Mario, which is why he was not actually there at E3.
No, he wasn't, was he? I mean, they announced everything else, but there was no Mario in sight. I think that was a breath of fresh air. A breath of not Mario air. I don't know what Mario air smells like.
Kind of like sewers. He's a plumber.
Good point. Hey, I haven't thought about that.
Well, dude, of course. I mean, plumber and all that. But yeah, they had Star Fox, they had Kirby, they had even, gratuitous amounts of Zelda as always, but no Mario. Yeah. And I think that's because people are getting tired of Mario, which is why I'm glad that Splatoon is its own original property now. I mean, that's really cool. And the game looks really neat.
Oh, I know. Check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game looks really promising, so... Yeah, huzzah. Well done, Nintendo.
Yeah, and I mean, it's kind of like it's a multiplayer game, so I think it's multiplayer only, but instead of just having the same trait, shoot everyone else on the other side of the team, it's more trying to cover, like, the most amount of territory in your colored ink or something like that. Since you're kind of like squids.
Oh.
Yeah, since you're kind of like squid
cute.
People. Yeah.
Oh, that is adorable. Well, like I said, I guess Nintendo finally kind of sat down and goes, you know what? We gotta get our stuff together.
Yeah.
People ain't buying the constant, re-releases of games that they've already played.
Yeah, and there are some other great games around the horizon, too, which may not be entirely original properties, but, I mean, there's a sequel to Kirby's Canvas Curse, and there's even a new Star Fox on the way, but there's also a...
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we haven't had a new Star Fox since GameCube.
Yeah, seriously. So I'm so excited for that since I just love that series. But another series that I've actually been playing a lot lately is Sonic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they're coming up with a new game, Sonic Boom.
Oh, there's 2 new games.
Oh, 2 of them?
Sonic Boom. Yeah, because you got the one for the Wii U, and then you got the other one coming out for the 3DS.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, one of them is Sonic Boom, The Rise of Lyric, and then Sonic Boom, Shattered Crystals, or something like that. And, of course, the show coming on with Cartoon Network.
Yeah, see, I think that'd be really interesting, because I don't think we've seen multimedia stuff like that happen in a while. At least not with games that have succeeded. Because I know there was going to be a Halo movie, but I think that's in development hell.
Yeah, that's been going on for some time now.
Yeah, or like the TV series for the Xbox One that were just canceled. But with this whole project, it looks really interesting. I've had disagreements with people in the past about, like, the art style. But honestly, I think that's a good thing.
I like the new styles. Gosh dang it. It was about time they had to start changing up the looks, because it was either me or Sonic's head was just constantly getting bigger and bigger along with his ego.
You know, I've kind of noticed that a little bit. With this new art style, the characters are actually looking different from each... Like, they're not just... For example, Knuckles and Sonic had the same exact body type for a while. They were sort of like a color palette exchange of each other. You know, finally with these new character models, you actually have, like, distinct personalities.
Oh, I know. Because Tails, we all know Tails is a pilot and a bit of a mechanic himself. In the Sonic Boom, he actually looks like a mechanic who's also a pilot, you know?
Yeah.
And then you got Knuckles. He's always passionate into things and stuff like that. So it's about time we actually got some meat on him.
Yeah, exactly.
Sonic is, you know, he's finally well-portioned. He's a little on the slim side, which might explain more of his speed.
Right.
Then you got Amy Rose.
Yeah.
I've never had any complaint about Amy Rose in the past, so...
I mean, aside from her whole, like, ruthless pursuit of Sonic to be her boyfriend, you know, honestly, Amy Rose has been sort of meh to me, but just to see an updated version of her, even, has gotten me excited.
They've actually toned down her major crush on Sonic.
Oh, thank God.
I mean, it's obvious that she still likes him, she's just not as annoying about it.
Right. And you know what? Yeah, what we've seen so far is a work in progress. So, of course, I'm cautiously optimistic about this. Because, again, it is a Sonic game.
When's the last time we had a good Sonic game?
Just to sort of get back to, like, our central news story here. The Wii U is doing better than it was, and I'm glad to see that, because we have a lot of new games coming on the way, such as Sonic Boom and Splatoon, Future Legend of Zelda, and all that good stuff. So I hope their fortune continues.
Oh, same here. Believe it or not, despite how bad the Wii was doing before, I was actually really hoping that it might pick itself back up, because that screen thing, that screen tablet idea, that was pretty neat.
It was.
They just need to figure out how certain games can uniquely work with it, you know?
Yeah. I think we should move away from the news stories, because I want to go back to Silent Hill.
Oh, who doesn't?
I know, it's such a great place to live.
I know, it's nice and quiet. I mean, I don't know what people are talking about, demons in the streets. I ain't seen a thing. Crazy people.
Dang. But I think going back to Silent Hill might make for a promising retrospective section, you know, because I wanted to talk about the series a little more in depth that we couldn't do with Silent Hills. This series has been plagued with a lot of problems in the past.
You have no idea.
I seem to remember this one controversy in particular about, like, the HD remakes or something like that. Didn't they have HD remakes on the PS3 and the Xbox 360?
Yes, they did. What?
Uh-oh.
No, Kenny.
You don't sound too happy about that.
I am not happy. Okay. I can't tell which is worse, Silent Hill Revelations or Silent Hill HD. I cannot tell you which one is worse.
It was that bad?
It was that bad. Okay.
But it wasn't it 2 and 3?
Yeah, yes, 2 and 3 were great by Team Silent, not Tom Hewlett. Okay, I'm sorry, I got mad. I started yelling into the mic. All right, now, if any of you, you know, to understand why I'm upset, I am going to go ahead and explain it to you.
Yeah, please, because I have no idea why you're so angry about this.
Kenny is lucky. He didn't get around to playing the HD remakes. When Tom Hewlett was still in charge of the Silent Hill series, he wanted to go ahead and redo 2 and 3.
Right.
He wanted to hire new voice actors. He wanted to write a whole new script.
Wait. So, that's not remaking 2 and 3. That's making whole new freaking games.
Exactly. You know, he wanted to redo everything. He wanted to, you know, wipe the slate clean and make it better.
That's not wiping the slate clean. That's crapping all over it.
Smearing poo all over it. And so he goes to Konami and says, hey, I want to do this. And Konami's like, okay, whatever. We'll just file up the paperwork and stuff like that. So first thing was getting a hold of the voice actors, the original voice actors of 2 and 3, and telling them to sign away their rights so that Tom Hewlett can replace, you know, their voices with new voice actors. Now
why did he want to do that, though?
He wanted 2 and 3 to be more professional, so he wanted to hire popular movie stars to do the voice acting.
No.
Yes.
Oh, no. Dude, that's like the number one sin of these kinds of things. Like animated movies or games, you don't do that.
No, you don't. So the paperwork were going through to these voice actors saying, hey, we need you to, you know, sign away your rights to us so we can replace you.
Right.
And when Guy Seegey, the guy who originally does James Sunderland,
Right.
when he got the paperwork, he refused to sign up. He got a hold of the other voice actors, seeing if they got one as well. And,
Right.
They also got one. They were baffled. They didn't understand why this was going on.
Right.
So,
I mean, I would be baffled too, because, I mean, like, and here's my problem with this whole thing, is that if you hire Hollywood actors to do voices for your game, then a lot of them don't understand how to voice act properly, because a lot of them are used to emoting with their bodies and their faces and other things like that, where they don't have to put as much emphasis in their voices. But what makes professional voice actors great is that they know how to emote with their voices.
Yeah, they can feel it. So Guy Seegey, he gets a hold of the fans saying, hey, this guy's trying to destroy Silent Hill 2 and 3. We need your help, so make sure that we keep the voice acting. I mean, Tom Hewlett has already hired the new voice actors.
Right?
And they all sound tired.
Oh, no.
Yes.
That's feeding back to that problem.
Yeah, they're either whispering or just groaning, and that's about it. There was no emotion in their voices whatsoever. The characters became less real. And the same thing went for Silent Hill 3. Heather now sounds like this.
Oh, no. And
she
please.
Does.
So she sounds like Lollipop Chainsaw now.
Yeah,
great. Fantastic.
And Guy Seegey's voice was heard. Everyone supported Silent Hill 2 to keep all the original voice actors there.
Right?
Yeah, but unfortunately, Silent Hill 3 didn't get as much support.
Oh,
man. So their voice acting went through. And it is terrible. Claudia sounds tired. Heather sounds like a teenager. Douglas sounds like an old man trying to sound like an old man.
You mean a young man trying to sound like an old man?
Yeah, a young man trying to sound like an old man. It's like, And then you got Vincent. I really liked Vincent's voice because he sounded all sly and everything like that. You just wanted to backhand him, but you want to listen to him some more. It's like, I don't know what to do here. But with the new one, he just basically sounds like a pretty boy.
Ah, gotcha.
That's it.
Oh, man. So, basically, Mel, what they've done with Silent Hills 2 and 3 is they've taken the most relatable human aspects of these characters, stripped them away, and basically Hollywoodified these games. Just flung everything special about these characters out the window.
Yep. That's pretty much what they did. And Tom Hewlett even went as far as changing bits of the script in Silent Hill 3. Because, at the end where Heather finally calls Claudia a bitch at the very end.
Well, that's empowering, yeah. I definitely remember that.
Because, all that stress, that she puts you through, it all builds up to that one moment. You shut your mouth, you bitch! I was like, yeah!
That's my favorite part of that game.
Yeah, but with Tom Hewlett's version, Heather calls Claudia a bitch when she gets up on the roof. I'll get you for this, you bitch! It's like, really?
I'll kill you, you bitch!
That sort of takes all the wind out of the sails for, that final confrontation, though.
Oh, I know. It's like, dude, didn't Harry raise you a little better than that? So, like I said before, I'm cautiously optimistic about the Silent Hills coming up.
Yeah.
But at this point, it's wise to rent the game first before you buy it. So,
yeah, totally.
Because the money, if you rent a game, the money just goes to the store, not the company.
Right.
So, and if the game turns out well, you tell your friends, and then your friends will start, they'll start buying it.
Exactly.
And then more money will start coming in. Word of mouth. We've mentioned this before, right?
Yes, of course. That's the power of lending games to players or renting. So
no, that's piracy.
Hey, we discussed that in a whole other show. Let's not go there.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm feeling pretty empowered right now. I really am. So you know what? I'm going to grant your wish. You wanted another remix earlier? I'm going to give it to you.
Sweet! Okay, what do we got?
Well, we've got one from Mega Man 2, and it's called Wily's Inferno. That has a pretty epic opening, so I'm excited for you guys to hear it. But it's made by Nutritious and Willrot from ocremix.org.
So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Game Glitch. And hey, Ken, you want to go ahead and cue that music?
Oh yeah, that's right. Computer's over here. All right, I'll do that. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye bye.